everybody!
Hi, everyone!
The sun finally came out today after we woke up to snow.
Snow, yes!
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I slept in a hoodie last night, so I'm not loving the snow.
I love four seasons. I
do. That's true. They are pretty.
Makes many days an adventure. You know, what are we going to deal with today?
Who knows? Yeah. Great. That's a positive way of looking at it.
So what are we going to deal with on Sunday?
We're going to be continuing our stewardship season. Tis the season.
Yep. Jesus on money.
Mm-hmm.
And this is really the last one of these, and this is Stewardship Sunday.
It is.
And we're talking about two interesting passages. The first in the Bible.
Yeah, right.
The first is, there's this little, summary phrase in the Gospel of Luke. It's not a story. It doesn't have a famous saying. It kind of connects things that go before it and one after it.
Yeah.
And it gives some background information. And it just says that there were these three women, Mary Magdalene, Joanna, and Susanna, who were part of the company of disciples, which is pretty radical in and of itself.
Right.
And these women gave of their resources to support Jesus and what he was doing.
Yeah.
They were Jesus' patrons.
Yeah.
And that's just very interesting that from the very beginning of the Christian church, even with Jesus himself, giving money was a sacred thing to keep it going.
And a necessary thing.
Necessary thing.
Yeah.
But it's not just about fundraising. It's what happens to us when we do give, when we are generous, not just money to the church, but giving in general.
Away. Yes.
So these three women sort of serve as examples of that. And
we had a long discussion about that when we read that in Bible and Beers.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what did you like? One verse, it's so short, so we miss it. And so I'm really glad that we're focusing on it, because in Bible and Beers we were like, wait, have I even read this before?
Yeah.
So I love it.
Just interesting that it's there.
It is.
And they inspire us to become more generous.
Absolutely.
So the next thing we're doing is the poor woman who put in 2 leptas, or pennies, in the temple treasury. And Jesus says, wow, look at her. You know, all these wealthy people have put in out of their abundance, but she has put in everything she has to live on. That's the English translation. But what it really says is she has put in her whole life.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This isn't about fundraising. This is about commitment.
Yeah.
And I believe that the reason Jesus praises her, wants us to notice her, is because our commitments shape our lives.
Yeah.
We become what we commit ourselves to. So you tell me what you're committed to, and I think I can make a pretty good prediction about who you're going to be in 10 years.
Right.
And what you're going to be like. And so this poor widow, this passage is called the widow's mite, M-I-T-E, but it's better the widow's might, M-I-G-H-T.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's a strong, powerful woman who makes an incredible commitment that Jesus says, look at her.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to talk about, I think. And we have lots of other stuff going on.
Yeah.
We have bells, right?
Yeah, so the children are going to be ringing bells in worship this Sunday, which will be great to hear them and to have the children lead us in worship. It's just great for them to start learning how to do that. And then also we'll have the adult bells. So it's just, a ringing kind of Sunday. It's going to be really, really pretty. Again, Stewardship Sunday, which is where I guess we show that commitment. We show where our commitment lies.
There you go.
And it's really a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. So we hope that you all can join us there. And if not, then you can catch it on Facebook or YouTube. Well, both
Excellent.
Facebook and YouTube, and find out what's going on. Till then, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.